Hello, welcome. I'm Claudia if you're new here, and if you're back, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is frankly long overdue. You've heard me talk and complain about this plant and be worried about it, and every time I was like, I'm just gonna wait it out, I'm gonna wait it out, I'm gonna wait it out, but it is time. I am going to chop my Hoya, my beloved Hoya polyneura, all the way back. It continues to not look well. And while there is some new growth at the base and it is branching out and some of the vines do have nice new healthy growth, the plant overall is declining. Like there's more of it that is unwell than well. So I just want to save this plant. I also want to say that a couple of months ago at this point, I took cuttings from it just like as insurance, like when I first noticed that it was yellowing a lot and stuff. And a lot of those cuttings didn't make it. And I think it's because they're in my Visto shelf in a humidity box, but I think that they're getting way too much light is what the problem is. The polyneura does live on this, I always forget, this east facing window, and it's always done really well there. So I think that right underneath a grow light with so much humidity, it's just, those are not optimal conditions for the polyneura. So I think that's why the cuttings are why they didn't do well, most of them. So anyway, we're gonna chop her completely back. We're gonna set her up to propagate. I'm thinking that I will leave the cuttings somewhere close to where the mother plant currently lives, and then I'll just have to be really vigilant that, you know, it doesn't go completely dry, since it will dry out quicker here versus a humidity box. And then we're also going to chop a lot more of my Croniana super silver because those cuttings are doing really well. But the mother plant, as you may remember, was again a lot of bare areas in the vine because I just let it go dry for too long, as I do, and I do want a very nice bushy plant of that again. So I want to take a couple more cuttings so that when I pot them all together I can at least get a very full bushy 4-inch pot, because with the cuttings that I have now, I mean, I probably could do a 4-inch pot. Anyway, the mother plant, I think that it's just, you know, I don't think that I'm going to be able to get what I want out of the original mother plant, so I might as well propagate more of it, and, you know, why not? So we're going to tend to both of those Hoyas. It's also, you know, we're nearing the end of the year, and I always like to tend to loose ends. Like, again, I don't want to go into the new year with this, like, my beloved Hoya polyneura not looking her best and, you know, still continuing to decline. I'd rather intervene and get her set up to properly start growing again, healthier, or at least that's, I hope, my hope. Okay, enough rambling. I hope that sounds good to you. I'll get the plants and we'll get started. Slightly different angle today because the sun is just very challenging. Pretty much whenever there's sunlight this time of year, which, you know, I'm not complaining because I really do love it here and how it hits this room, and daylight hours are so limited, but for filming purposes, you know, it does create a little bit of extra challenge, and I hope that the lighting is okay. We're gonna rip the band-aid and we are going to get started with my polyneura. So, I mean, I don't even know if you can really tell with like the way the sun is hitting it, but there is a lot of yellow, a lot of unwell. Like, look how bare it is here at the top. And again, there is growth coming in from the base there. So my intention is to not get rid of, like, I don't want to get rid of the mother plant, but I am going to chop a lot of this to try to propagate it, and hopefully I can, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I hope that the mother plant will also continue to grow, as well as I will hopefully end up with an insurance backup plant. And yeah, I'm just really going to chop most of this. Like, what is with all of this, like what's with this color? Another thing that but look at the recent too, they look great. One thing I was thinking is it does live up here on my window, and I did recently add that light, the Polina T1S, is that what it is? And it is very strong, but this plant started declining before the light as well. So yes, maybe this could be bleached, but it's not just that, like it was declining before that. So this entire vine is unwell. We're gonna chop her all the way back. Same with this one. They just don't look, they're like yellowing. They don't look good. Bear, of course, is doing his thing, chopping all of this. Hunter is here now. And this. Ugh, you guys. It's the entire plant. I do have to go to Plantitas after this, and they have had polyneras really full, and I've been talking myself out of getting one because I'm like, I have this huge polyneura, and at the end of the day, even though, ooh, this was like just hanging out in the soil. Okay. But I'm like, at the end of the day, even though it's not looking great, like I know I can get another bushy plant out of it. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna, I may buy one today if they have them, because yeah, this is not good. See, even this one here, like the last two vines look great, but the previous are all yellowing off. I cannot believe this. If you saw her, I think I featured her at the end of the last year, like my favorites. And then I also think I featured her in I probably featured her in a couple videos, but for sure my favorites last year. And I mean, just the difference of what she's looking like now versus back then. It's pretty heartbreaking. I've inspected left and right for pests. I can't see anything. I mean, yeah, all the vines are bad. There is not one single vine that I'm like, this one looks great. So this is what I'm leaving, and it's gonna go back in the same spot. I'll keep watering it, and hopefully some of these vines will resprout, but the rest of this, I'm just going to pick what looks best and propagate it, and the rest is going in the compost. That is so sad. Look at this. This is so much. So much formerly gorgeous polyneura. I mean, I'm just like looking it over because I just don't understand what happened. Let's get to it. I think I'm gonna do some in perlite and then some in stratum, and just because the ones that I did in stratum didn't, like, I lost a lot of them, but again, I think it was more of like a lighting issue and like too much humidity, and just like this plant just doesn't need that much. But again, just in case. I mean, honestly, like, so many of these leaves look terrible. I don't even know that I'm gonna have enough to fill this. This is just a like repurposed takeout container. I recently did a video, probably the video right before this one, like my 2025 Wrapped, where a tag from Fern where I answered like my biggest plant fail, which is my polyneura, if you saw that. But this for sure is on that list as well. Like, I'm so bummed about this. So this set of leaves looks pretty good. So I'm gonna keep these, and then I just removed the yellow ones. And then this is like our top cut. 2 sets of leaves here look good. It seems like such a waste to get rid of like the rest of this, because potentially I could grow nice plant from that. But maybe that's something I can revisit later, like once I get all the healthy ones, or whatever is healthy, then I can look at potentially keeping some of the others as well. The top cutting does not look good here, but the second one does. So maybe I'll just keep it like this. Oh my gosh. Oh no, it is a double. I thought I got 4 leaves from 1 node, but it is there's 2 nodes there. There's 1 node for each of the set of leaves. I think I was going to ask you what are some of your plant fails this year. Not because that's particularly fun to talk about, but because I think that sharing does make us feel a little bit better. Like, we're not alone. We're not the only ones that screwed something up with our plants. So if you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you. I mean, it can't be worse than my polyneura, right? I feel like I had quite a few this year. This is for sure one of them, my polyneura. I mean, when I chopped my philodendron Florida Beauty hybrid that I thought had been air layered and there were no roots, that was pretty not great. Fortunately, that one seems to be doing okay, and the propagations seem to be doing okay, but that was very, very scary. Honestly, the rest of this doesn't look good. The rest of these are all just yellow and ugly. Oh, I can't believe it. It's like, this is all I have that looks decent. I really can't spend too much time thinking about this because this is really, really depressing. I think that because these leaves are a little bigger, even though they're yellow, I'm going to try and save these 3 nodes. But honestly, I may look again at like what is here, but they all look very, very unwell. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like I feel like even more so right now, I'm for sure going to, if Plantitas has one, I'm for sure going to try to get one, because this is so depressing. Truly, they all look so unwell. Yeah, I think that's it. Maybe right here. Yeah, I moved again, and I hope that this lighting is better because I was feeling like I was just getting really blinded, and yeah, it was just getting really hard to see. But okay, I don't want to spend any more time crying about this. It is what it is. Let's see if anything comes of this, I guess. And like I was saying, I'm very eager to see if Plantita still has some because, ugh, I can't believe this. I also just don't understand what happened. The only thing I can think of is that it's had really old, tired soil, and I didn't intervene quick enough to try to either repot it or I have some amendments I use to like freshen up the soil and stuff. Like, that is the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I really don't know and don't understand what happened or why. Okay, but so this is what we're left with. I'm gonna place this back over there on the window, and then I'll grab the Croniana Super Silver. I keep moving here trying to fight with the light. Again, I hope that this is okay. So this is the Croniana Super Silver. Honestly, it doesn't look that bad, but yeah, we're just gonna make more babies just to have more in the pot. So, I mean, I'm not gonna bother detangling. I'm just gonna chop. There were some vines that I feel like weren't as silvery, but I think I can just reassess that like once I have the cuttings. I'm also chopping just a lot of this because, again, I don't think that this mother plant is ever going to like look great, so might as well should just chop more. I'm still gonna keep the mother because who knows, she might surprise us with something exciting later. But yeah, okay. Also, Hoyas are so, like, their sap is so sticky. It's pretty annoying. And then I'm just going to make some cuttings, I guess. Like this, I don't want to keep this super small stuff down here. There's a hair on it. Honestly, this whole thing is pretty small. The dogs are so uncooperative today, and I'm feeling just like my temper is very short today. And I feel bad when that happens because I'm like, it's not their fault that I'm stressed out or that, you know, whatever is happening with me. But I just wish that they could cooperate in times like these. I'm probably just like in a little bit of a, not probably, first of all, it's that time of the month for me, so no surprise. But also, it's no fun to have to do that to my polyneura. And yeah. Okay, so see, like this one is all like mostly green. I'm not gonna keep this either, and I wish, actually I should have probably looked at this on the plant before I chopped it because this could have stayed on the plant, but that's okay. This one's also mostly green. This one's nice color. So we'll do a couple of cuttings here. We'll do cutting here. And then now let's give this a look over again. So here, here, Anyway, so yes, it's that time of the month for me, this plant, and then also Christmas is, today is Friday. Christmas is next Thursday. And I am not ready by any means. I haven't really done any Christmas shopping. I guess the thing is, I'm not really in like the spirit. And I don't know, again, it could all just be the fact that it's that time of the month. Like maybe that's just the sole reason for everything. It very well could be. But yeah, I just don't feel in the Christmas spirit. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't share, well, I usually wouldn't share them here on YouTube, but I would share them on Instagram. Like gift guides. I feel like over that, like, I don't know, the way times are and all of that, it just doesn't seem like we should be, I don't know, buying more things, I guess. I also feel like as adults, like we get ourselves what we want. So that's really hard. And shopping for my husband's family, his parents, is like, they're just impossible to shop for. I mean, and not that he puts that burden on me. Like I completely like push back on him for him to do that. But it just feels like our time and energy could be better spent like actually spending quality time together, or like whatever money you were gonna spend on a thing, let's have a nice dinner or a nice experience. And here comes Hunter now. I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm a little moodier than I think I thought. Lovey, lay down. Thank you. Okay, so these I'm gonna add in stratum because that's what I did last time and it worked really well. So yeah, I'm also gonna put them back in the, like in that humidity box where the polyneura didn't do well, because again, these did do really well. I'm just kind of figuring out what's going where. If you'd like to let me know how you're feeling about the holidays. I feel like the holidays used to be such a joyous time as a kid and as a young adult, and just the older I've gotten, I think I mentioned this in another video, it just seems like it's just all about like obligations. I don't know like where the joy went or why, but it just is not, I don't know, I feel like, and it's not me, but like, I don't know, like our families, or maybe it was always like this and I didn't notice, but we've lost sight of like what it's really about. Making a giant mess, per usual. This is so sticky. Okay, so I really only ended up with one little cup but that's okay because I do have 2 other full little cups that have already rooted and are growing over there in the cabinet. So this is just one more to add. So I'm gonna place that over there. I'm gonna get this cleaned up and I might do some meditation to just try to get my attitude in check, because I do apologize. I didn't realize I was so moody until it just started happening right now. I don't know, it just all bubbled up. But I think I'm feeling a lot of things, and no doubt, again, this time of the month has to do with it. But I think that, yeah, I just need to go do some meditation, get myself in check, and reset, and get myself in the Christmas spirit, because it is a wonderful time of year, and there is a lot of opportunity to spend quality time with people that you love or doing things that you love. And yeah, I do want to do that and partake in all of that. And again, I apologize for my moodiness, because there's no reason or sense in spreading that. There's no reason in spreading anything other than joy, and especially this time of year. So with that, that's gonna be it for today. I'm really, really hopeful for the polyneura. I'm not worried about this Croniana super silver at all, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if, again, as long as Plantita still has those full baskets of polyneuras, I'm gonna pick myself one up, because I need to pick me up. I appreciate you so much for watching, spending your time with me, allowing me to share this planting journey with you. I have a couple of exciting videos coming up, so I am excited to get those edited and uploaded for you really soon and in the upcoming week. And that's it. Thank you again so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.